my dears, we're going to start on page 153. Page 153. All right. When it's multiplication, we can do it in any order and we can group them together if we wish. 153. All right, our voices need to go off. With multiplication, it does not matter what order and it doesn't matter how we group them. So here they're grouping the -4 times the -7 first. Question. You better get it. Quickly. Guys, that's not prepared for class. All right. Remember our rules. Our first rule is that when our signs are different, our answer is what? Our answer is negative. When our signs are the same, no, they don't stay the same. Our answer is positive. When our signs are different, it's negative. When our signs are the same, it is positive. So, -4 and -7, are our signs the same or different? They're the same, so our answer is going to be positive. What's 4 times 7? 28. So that's what's going here. Now I have 28 times -2. Yes. That's what that. Yes. 2 times 28 is 56. Positive or negative? Negative, because here our signs are different. So the product of -4 times -7 times -2 is -56. Try the check. You're doing -3 times -11 times -3. Give that a go. We're still on page 153. All right. First things first, what's -3 times -11? 33 times -3. -99, right? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Our signs are different. So if we have an odd number of negative integers, our answer is going to be positive or negative? Negative. If we have an even number of negative integers, our answer would be positive. All right. This gets a little bit trickier because we are substituting. They're putting in a -5 for the A, a 4 for the B, and a -9 for the C. So what is 4 squared? What does that mean? Multiply the same number. Good. We have 2 factors of 4. So 4 times 4 is what? Now we might need to use our multiplication tables because 16 isn't necessarily one we know. What is 5 times 16? 80. So -80. -80 times 9. Well, 9 times 8 is 720. And our signs are the same, so our answer is positive. All right, evaluate. I'm putting parentheses in place of my letters. Parentheses for P, parentheses for Q, parentheses for R, parentheses for S. Because when I have them all next to each other, boys, that means that I'm multiplying them. P, I'm putting in a -7 here. Q, I'm putting in 15. R, I'm putting in 1. S, I'm putting in -2. So go ahead and try that. All right. So first thing you're doing, 7 times 15, right? So I'm going to follow the 15 till I get to the 7. 105. Is it positive or negative? Negative. Any number times 1 is just any number, so we're just going to say, see you later, 1. Then I'm multiplying by -2. Good. And it's positive because my signs are the same. So far, so good? Excellent. All right. Properties. This is 154. We're going to skip that for now. All right. So now we should be able to finish 7, 8, and 9. This is 157. We did some of it for sure. Yes. So be sure you're going back and doing 7, 8, 9. Then trying 12 through 15. Will it be a little tricky? Yes, it will. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Remember to rewrite these with parentheses and then put in. Of course you have to show your work. All right, give this a go. We're going to come back and go over them in a few minutes. So you should be with me on page 157. First, we have to multiply. What's 4 times 7? 28. Is this positive or negative? Negative because our signs are different. That's the rule with multiplication and division. What's 14 times 5? Positive or negative? Negative because our signs are different, and that's the rule with multiplication and division. Good. 9 times 12 is 108. Is that what we're saying? Positive or negative? What's 6 times 8? 48. Is this is positive because our signs are the excellent. 10 times 10? 100. Again, our signs are the same, so our answer is indeed positive. What's 11 times 13? So I don't know what 11 times 13 is, but I know that 10 times 13 would be 130, so I would add 13 more to get 143. Did you say this was positive or negative? Should be positive because my signs are the same. The rules change. Ladies, shut your mouths. The rules change, right? It's different than our addition and subtraction rules. our multiplying and dividing rules, there's only two, and it's much simpler than addition and subtraction, right? So you can do this, but you actually have to do it and not be so chatty for me. So here we said 7 times -5. What is it? -35 times 4. So two of these would be 70, so 4 would be 140. Guys. You can move back one if you need to. Or there's room over here. What is -8 times -7? Not negative. Don't add them. It is 56. 56 times 3. Careful. 3 times 6 is 8. Carry the 1. 168. What's -2 times -12? Good, it is 24. 24 times 8, that's a little tricky. Good. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 2 is 16, plus that 3 is 19. Did you say it was negative though? Because this is a -8. So be careful. Remember, we talked about if we have an odd number of negatives, our answer is going to be negative. But if we have an even number, it's going to be positive. All right, here's, I think, where it gets a little tricky for us. Evaluating expressions. Remember, we're going to put parentheses in place of our letters. What am I putting in place of the A? -16. Be careful that you write it down properly. What am I putting in place of my B? -5. Lots of extra talking. It's really unhelpful. It says if A equals -16 and B equals -5. It's a fair question. So what is 16 times 5? Don't throw things. 80. And it's positive because my signs are the same. We're going to do the same thing here. We have parentheses in place of the X and the Y. What am I putting in here for the X? Good. It says X equals -10. Y equals -7. What's 10 times 7? 70. All right, order of operations here. We already rewrote this one together. Says I have to do my exponent first. This exponent, Taylor, means that I have 2 factors of -4. So I have -4 times -4. What is it? 16. Nope, not -16, because negative times a negative is positive. All right, now, you want to do 7 times 16 first? I think that would help us. 16 times 7 is 112. And we have to multiply that by -2. So 2, 2, 4. Is it positive or negative? Negative, because my signs were different. Some of you guys need to slow down. This is not 4 times 2. This is negative 4 times negative 4. All right, now, same thing happens here. We have something squared. Guys, thank you. We have something squared times something times another something. So we're putting in 3 for A, negative 14 for B, and negative 6 for C. Is this 3 times 2? No, it's a factor of 3 2 times. So 3 times 3 is 9 times negative 14 times negative 6. What's negative 14 times negative 6? Use your chart if you need to. And it's positive, right? Now we have 84 times 9. That's a little bit more difficult. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 3 is 75. Those are much more difficult, right? All right, Miss Rockwell, are you ready for 14? Lost money. If she's losing money, are we saying it's positive or negative? It's negative. So it's going down negative $4 per day. What's her change in investment due to the lost money after 4 weeks? We know per day. So how many days are in 4 weeks? 28 days in 4 weeks. There's 7 days in 1 week. So 4 weeks would be 28. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3. 111. Positive or negative? Does it make sense that she's losing $112 after 4 weeks? Yes. All right, let's look at this last one. The table shows the number of questions answered incorrectly by each player in a game. If each missed question is worth negative 7 points, what's the change in Olive's score? So we're multiplying this by negative 7. We're looking at Olive only. What's 9 times negative 7? Positive or negative? Our signs are different. So your answer has to be negative. Different signs means a negative product. Same signs means a positive product. All right, now we have dividing integers. Guys, this is page 159. Guess what? It's going to have the same rules as multiplying integers. We just have to remember to divide. So it tells us here, division is the inverse operation of multiplication, the same way that subtraction is the inverse of addition. So we are wondering, negative 3 times what is equal to 36 when we're dividing? So what number multiplied by negative 3 results in 36? Negative 12, right? Here's our first rule. The quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. So still the same rule, right? Different signs is negative. So same signs, Jaden, stop, is going to be positive. All right, try example 1. What's the answer? -9. Because, guys, look, our signs are different, so our answer has to be negative. Here, our signs are different again. 9 times what is 72? Remember, you can follow the 9 until you get to 72, go up to the answer, which is 8, but it's going to be negative because we have different signs. All right, now I want you to jump ahead to page 161, dividing integers with the same signs. We know from multiplication that when our signs are the same, our answer is positive. Same sign is positive. So when we have the same sign here, our answer is going to be positive. So when I follow my 6 till I get to the 30, where do I end up? 5. And since my signs were the same, my answer is positive. We're going to do the same thing for 12. Follow it until you get to 84. 7. Since my signs are the same, my answer is positive. Okay, enough of the paper throwing. All right, the last thing you need to know with division, when we have a fraction bar, that also means division. So we can replace that fraction bar with the divided by sign. How many times can 5 go into 15? 3. How many does it go into 5? Once. You guys can do this, I promise. So this is negative 162 over negative 6. How many times can 6 go into 16? Twice, which is 12. So I'm left with a 4, bring down the 2. How many times can it go into 42? 7. And that is going to be positive. All right, real quick. I want you to try a few of these from this top part. I know. You can try 1 or 2 in 4 minutes. We'll pick up here tomorrow.